online program. Today we bring a new title about network marketing. Our today's title is Core Qualities of Network Marketer. While watching this video, please take a note. Have a good time.
Hello everyone, this is Netzanet Zanaba, and this is the program that you have been following in the past 3 weeks. And today we are going to see the core qualities of network marketer. It is absolutely important that you take notes when you take these trainings, because in network marketing, it is not how much you know, it is how much you apply that you will succeed. And my Upline program is here to support you wherever you are doing this great industry, this great profession, to help you succeed in your organization, in your business building. So we are going to see the core qualities of a network marketer. There are 9 qualities every great network marketer possesses in the world. And I would like to refer you to the book called Building Multi-Level Money Machine by Randy Gage. Randy Gage is one of my early professional mentor. When I started this business, his book really helped me to succeed. So there are 9 qualities, according to Randy Gage, that every great top network marketer in the world possesses. So if you want to succeed in your business, whichever company you're working for, or whatever level of business building you are in, what matters is the quality that you possess that will help you to succeed, or that will really help you to influence in this industry. So the purpose of this training is, number 1, to be a leader. As you know, network marketing is a duplication business. So if you want to duplicate what you are doing, number 1, it should be simple. Number 2, you should be disciplined. And number 3, you must make sure that you do the right things in order to be copied by your team members, your downlines, or your organizational ladder. So that will help you to become a leader. Number 2 is commitment. This training will help you to be more committed. So many people in network marketing, when they join, they think that they can make it to the top within a month or 2. And they start with that big expectation, but after a while, what happens is the commitment level decreases, and then the result also decreases. Finally, they quit. If you want to succeed in this business, your commitment level should start from the minimum, and it should always be improved. So if you really have some complaints about yourself, about your commitment in this business, this training will help you to get more committed. And the other one is to set an example so you can easily duplicate this business. This business is called by top leaders as a monkey see, monkey do business. Why do we say monkey see, monkey do? Because when you start this business and when you recruit people, people don't really do what you tell them to do, but they do what you really act in this business. So you should be the ultimate reference in your organization. The way how you prospect, the number of prospects you touch, the way how you invite, and the number of invitations you do, your consistency in invitation, your consistency in presentation, and your influence in presentation, and how many hours you do per day, and how consistently you do it every day. You should be an example for your business. So this training will help you to be at that level. So quality number 1, I want you to take notes, and I want you to also list down the activities that you need to do in order to have these qualities. Remember, these qualities are not something that you need to know. It is something that you need to become, because only through becoming you will exercise the quality, and the quality influences to your guests, prospects, downlines, sidelines, uplines, the organization, etc. And at the end of the day, you become successful. Number 1, use all of the products. You may be in different companies. Okay, some of you may be distributing cosmetics, and some of you may be distributing nutritional supplements, or some of you working with long line telephone lines, or legal services, or trainings, etc. It differs from company to company. no matter where you are working, you should be the active consumer of the product. Why do we say so? Because this is an influence business. If you are obsessed with a product, if you are in love with a product, then the love that you have for that service or product, you can easily transmit it to other people. You can easily influence other people to consume or to buy that product. But if you have no love or attachment with the product, or if you never use a product, then you're going to sell actually the marketing plan. And by selling the marketing plan, you end up doing a pyramid scheme. Remember, network marketing is not a pyramid scheme. It is a marketing system whereby you consume a product, and when you are satisfied, you refer it to your inner circles or to anybody out there whom you may contact online or physical, and they start to use the product and they like it, and they keep on advertising through words of mouth advertisement or any other social media, etc., and then you build a consumer group. So to keep on influencing, you should be an active consumer of the product. Number one, you should be product of the product. You should have some testimonies to inform, to tell to people how your life becomes easy or how you have improved in your life by using the company's products or services. So that is absolutely important. I remember one guy, he is my sideline, and this guy is he came from US, and he used to live in Addis, where I live, and he's doing the same in the same company where I used to work. And you know what happens is he doesn't use the products for himself, but he opened a big store of the company and he started to sell. But he uses other products, other competitive products for himself and for his kids. And he says, because I like this one, you know. So he sells some for his customers, he sells the product that he is selling, but he doesn't use it for himself. So he didn't stay in the business that much. And he quit. He closed his store. It was one of the biggest stores in Addis at that time, and he went back to US. So why did he fail in this business? Because he didn't use the product for himself. You need to be in love with the product. You should give it priority. I'm not saying that you must buy these products just for business case. No, you must love the products. So you should be consuming the product, and you have testimonies, and you really like the genuine likely to use the products continuously in the future. Then that is what you need to do. So never buy a competing product for any reason. You may have so many reasons. For any reason, never use any competing products. Be product of the product. That is where you make your money. So this kind of practice, if you keep on using other products, competitive products, then it is almost impossible for you to succeed in this business. So that is quality number one. All top network marketers in the world, they consume the products, and they are loyal customers for the company. So that is number one. I want you to go back and check in your team, in your upline team, or in your company, who are the top influencers. Those people who have very quality testimonies about using or consuming the product, they build huge organizations. So if you also want to build a huge organization, you need to have relationship. You need to build very good relationship with the company's products. Be product of the product. That's number one. Quality number two of the top influential networkers in the world is developing a consumer group. What does consumer group mean? You know, so many people in network marketing business, when they prospect and invite people, some leaders, they prospect and they actually show people the plan, the marketing plan. Some leaders, they prospect and invite people and they show the product. And some other leaders, what they do is they invite people and they show both. Whichever way you're applying or your system is following, it is okay. There's nothing wrong with one or two. But I personally prefer to sell the product first. So whenever I prospect, I look for the need and want of somebody, and whenever I address his or her need and wants, then I bring the product to that person. Then I show him how his need can be addressed using this product, or I show her on how her needs can be addressed using these products and services. So whichever you are using, you need to build a consumer group. A consumer group in network marketing means someone or group of people who just use the products, but they're not interested to do the marketing plan. Whether you tell them, inform them or not, it doesn't matter, but these are group of people, they're just using the products but not doing the marketing plan. When I tell you they're not doing the marketing plan, it doesn't mean that they're not good point to get more customers. No, I'm not saying that. They are one of the best sources to get more referrals, because they don't really care about the marketing plan and they don't even know, so they easily and naturally share about these products, once they like it of course, to their inner circles. It could be to their family members or friends, etc. So by introducing this product to their inner circles, their contacts will come to you, to your team, either to consume the product, or some of them they may get information about the marketing plan, and they can be one of your big leaders in the future. So developing a consumer group is one of the top reasons why top leaders in network marketing succeed. Recently, I was watching Eric Worre's videos, and he interviewed so many top network marketers in the world. And when he interviewed them, most of them, they recruit like 500, 400, 1,000, 1,500 direct in 3, 4, 5, 6 years time. So why do they do that? Because they are building consumer group. So many leaders, especially in Africa, whenever I give business trainings in network marketing, they just recruit a couple of people, and they just want to depend on these people to succeed in their business. Remember, you are the foundation of this business. You need to depend on your business. There are some other people who depend on their uplines, on their teams. They just join and they expect the upline to recruit for them and to help them grow in this business. Remember, you need to depend on your potential first, not on your upline or your downline or company or products, etc. Of course, these are support systems, but you are the owner of your network marketing empire. You are the CEO of your business. You are the chairperson who is calling the shots of your huge business empire that you're going to build in this network marketing profession. So there are so many people who want to use the product of the company, but who don't want to build the business this time. Okay, some people, they're willing to consume your products and services, but they're not ready to build the network marketing system at this time. Some people, they may be interested after a year. Some of them, they may get ready after a month. Some of them, they may get ready after 2-3 years, or some of them, they may not be willing to build your business, or they're not interested to be involved in building the business, but they're so much happy and they're in love with the product, they just want to use the product. I want you to put this point in your mind. So whenever you access someone, you need to give them the right, the freedom to choose between the marketing plan and the product, okay? So if they are interested with the marketing plan, of course, they have to buy the product anyway. But if they're just interested with the product only and they're not interested in the marketing plan, do not push them. they are very good source of income. They will be reconsuming your products and services, and you will be generating a huge amount of income. Let me give you an example. For example, let's say that you are here and you have like in your network, some companies, they give you the right to have 4 legs and some 2, some others maybe you can have as many as possible. Anyway, let's say that you have leaders, and then you may have 100 people here. Maybe you may have 50 people on the second leg, and you may have 10 people on the third leg, and maybe here you have let's say 100 people. So totally you have 260 people. You have 260 people in your organization, and let's say out of that, times 10% of them are actively involved in your network marketing business, which is 26 people. Now, if you develop a quality of building a consumer group, and you teach these active of your downlines to develop consumer group, and let's say that you have actively consuming 10 consumers who buy these products and services maybe every month or every week, and then you teach these 26 people times each of them, they have 10 customers each of them, it will be 260 consumers. So you have 260 consumers from your downlines, and plus 10 you have 270 consumers. Having 270 consumers, let's say that each one of them spend $50 per month on the company's products and services, then 50 times 270, it will be, let's say 10 is 2,700 times 5 is 5, more than 12,000, is it? No, more than, yes, 12,500 US dollar sales. If it is monthly, that will be monthly. If it is weekly, then you have a weekly sales of 12,500. Look, you have just 26 active leaders, but you are willing to build 10 consumers average, and you teach your downlines to build 10 consumers who use the product regularly. And remember, these people, they are not hassles, because they just like the product. Whenever they run out of the products that they consume, then they come back and repurchase. So you have a huge consumer group. Now, what will happen when you have 1,000 consumers? 1,000 downlines. Let's say you have 1,000 downlines in the coming 5 years who are actively building 10 consumers each. Then you can multiply how much the sales volume. It will be millions of dollars of sales per month. Then your bonus will be growing, and you can easily retire from this business by building a huge consumer group. So that's why all top network marketers in the world, they have this consumer group. So have a mentality of building a huge consumer group. Start from yourself. Don't go and order your downlines here. You need to have 10 consumer groups. No, show them. You build consumers, and you have a very good after sales follow-up system. Design a follow-up system for your downlines and for your team, for your customers, so that they can follow that one, and you can easily build a very strong consumer base. So you can make them a consumer group. So you're not going to push them and pull them to become your downlines. Okay, they're just consumer groups. If you have to invite them for huge events, you will invite them only for product only trainings, product only some exhibitions if you have in your system. So you must make sure that you keep this consumer group. So by doing so, you have this second quality. The second quality of all top network marketers is to develop a consumer group. So developing a system to give quality service for your customers is absolutely important. You can't get a customer without selling or without promoting. You can't keep a customer without having a high quality after sales service. After sales service makes a big difference in keeping loyal customers or not. So you need to design that system. In the future, we will be seeing these trainings on how to follow our customer groups or consumer groups, because we are going to have follow-up trainings. Quality number 3 of all top network marketers in the world is making a regular presentation. Now, so many leaders in network marketing, they make the mistake of doing the basics. So many of them. Most people, they say, I'm a full-timer network marketer. And what do you do in the morning? I read books. What do you do in the afternoon? In the afternoon, I talk to my upline. What do you do in the evening? In the evening, I maybe check some videos online on how to do network marketing. This is just a student. Okay? There is a doing part in any of the businesses out there. Whatever you do, in order to succeed, you need to understand the 80-20 principles. We call them 80-20 principle. 80% of your results in your business comes from 20% of your activities. You may have 10 to-do lists or 10 activities in your business. Only 20% of those to-dos are bringing about the 80% of your business. The same is true. In your business, you have 20% of your leaders. From your downlines, you have 20% of your leaders who are bringing 80% of the sales, 80% of the result, 80% of your bonus. So, presentation is one of the 20%. Doing the business. Let me give you some of the basic things that people do in network marketing. Prospecting, invitation, presentation, follow-up, training, enabling, coaching, and reading books or attending seminars, etc. Okay? So out of all this, doing the business is presentation. So one of the 20% activities is presentation. But remember, presentation is, it could be one-on-one or small group or mass presentation based on your system. So the guests will come and you will present through maybe PowerPoint or whiteboard like this or any other material that you're using. It could be a laptop, etc., or simple paper and pen. And then you explain about the industry, the company you're in, the marketing plan, the products, and the projections. So this is called presentation. So when you give the business presentation, you are actually making a sale. So you have your downline with you who is checking or learning from you how you present about the company, the product, the marketing plan. You are giving the presentation, the guest is getting the presentation. So there is a learn, do, teach process. Okay, that is 20% of the activities. Learn, do, and teach. So the guest is getting presentation, which is you are doing the business. You are teaching your downline who is checking how you give the presentation, and your downline is learning on how to give presentation. So this is what is the 20% of the activity. But remember, some people, they organize presentation program, and then on that date, nobody shows up. Okay, there is no guest. There is no a customer that you're going to explain about the product or to sell the product to. I had been in the same situation in the past. Why? Because in order to get guests coming for your presentation programs, it could be home parties, small meetings, ABCs, or mass presentation programs. There are some things that you need to do prior to the presentation, and that's, we call it invitation. You need to invite as many people as possible so that you can get a certain number of people coming for your presentation program. And before inviting, you need to do prospecting. You don't just pick up your phone and call somebody and fix an appointment for presentation. You need to do prospecting. What does prospecting mean? We are not going to see that in detail, which we have seen already in the past video. But prospecting is looking for somebody's needs and wants. Once you understand what is somebody missing, what does he want, what does he need, then you can actually invite the person by saying that, you know, I have a product that can address your need, or I have a product that can address your needs and wants. So when you need to know, when you do prospecting, you can't prospect one person and invite that one person and that one person shows up for a presentation. No, it doesn't work like this. There is always the law of average. The law of average. You know, the law of average says that it differs from person to person, but when you invite X amount of people, then Y amount of people show up for the business presentation, and then out of that, maybe Z amount of people join into your business. I can show you like this. For example, when you prospect like this, let's say that online and physically you identify the needs and wants of let's say 50 people. So for some of you it may take a week, for some of you it may take a month, for some people it may take 2-3 months based on the commitment level that you are in this business. Then when you prospect 50 people and you identify their needs and wants, then out of that you can invite this much amount of them. So this is prospecting and this is invitation. You invite, because after you know somebody's needs and wants, then you may not have the contact, or you may not be able to communicate with 100% of them. With some of them you cannot communicate with them. Some of them you call them and they don't pick up. Some of them you send them a message and they may not reply to you. So if you have X amount of prospecting, then you have Y amount of invitation, and let's say that is 30 in number. Then prospecting is done, invitation is done, then you have presentation. Then when you invite people, you fix an appointment to give them either online or physical presentation. Then this much amount of people show up during that meeting time. So some of them cannot come, some of them they cancel the meeting, and some of them they are not willing to come, etc. So you invite them, and for presentation you have this much number, maybe let's say 10. So 10 of them they showed up. Then out of 10, then you may have this much number, maybe 1 who is joining. So you need to understand, this is the law of average. I'm not saying that if you prospect 50, exactly 30 will be invited. It differs from person to person. But what I can tell you the law of average says is that out of X amount of people, then do not expect 100% of them will be invited. Do not expect 100% of them will show up. Sometimes when you start this business, because you are going to invite very close friends and family members, they may come 1 out of 1, but that does not mean that everybody is going to come. Whosoever you prospect is going to be invited and presented and join. No. So the number decreases. For some decrease, as you can see like this. For some the decrease could be like this. For some like this. When your efficiency of prospecting, of invitation, efficiency of presentation increases, then the graph goes up. Okay, so that efficiency is improved only through repetition. The more you work, the more effective you start to become. In the beginning, you don't know how to influence people, or you don't know about the company, the product, the marketing plan, the industry. So you are just starting to learn, so you may not be able to influence. But when you master this business, then your influence level increases. In the beginning, 1 out of 10 people may join, or 1 out of 20 people may join you, but later on 8 out of 10 or 15 out of 20 people will start to join you. When you keep on doing this business, when you make enough mistakes and you learn from your mistakes, when you learn and improve, then the influence level increases.
I hope you enjoyed the second session of this program. If you have any comment, suggestion, comment, please feel free to drop your comments in our comment section. And next time we will come up with a next topic. Thank you. Have a good time.